This little can packs a big punch, keeping your house from burning down, keeping your family alive.
Now, find out if the Fire Stop extinguisher really works when American Now returns.
Do you like to cook at home?
I know you do.
Yes, I do.
Gourmet meals.
You should know cooking fires, though, are the #1 cause of house fires and related injuries. And the biggest culprit, stoves and ovens left unattended.
But there's one product hanging around that might be able to help. The Stovetop Fire Stop. It's like a fire extinguisher in a can, and it might just save your life. Watch this.
Cooking dinner can turn into a disaster when grease gets enough heat and enough time to ignite a small flame and soon a stovetop inferno. All in just the few minutes you step away from that hot pan. That scenario devastates thousands of homes and lives every year, except in the kitchens where a small device called Stovetop Fire Stop kills the flames. It's essentially a fire extinguisher in a can. A magnet holds it tight and out of sight inside the vent hood, right above the burners. No fear of false alarms. The fire stop will only open when flames start kissing the bottom of the can. Even if a person is nowhere near the stove, they'll know there's a fire by the noise. Comparable to a gunshot, that pop in the metal has the fortunate side effect of waking people up, getting their attention, and saving their life.
I would not own an apartment community without these.
After years of watching cooking fires destroy units and entire buildings, landlord Brent Sobal decided to install fire stops in every kitchen. 50 have gone off in the past 5 years, but instead of costing him hundreds of thousands of dollars in damages, a fire started in a pan now only costs him a new stove and a few cabinets.
This is one of the most unbelievable things that has ever been created for the apartment industry because it works.
This is KCAL 9 News at noon.
Kitchen fires are the leading cause of house fires in the United States. They kill hundreds of people every year. KCAL 9's Susan Copen shows us now the do's and don'ts of putting out a kitchen fire.
It doesn't take long for a small cooking fire to become a raging inferno.
Apartment 525 stove is on fire.
Kitchen fires are responsible for more than 400 deaths and more than 5,000 injuries each year.
Unfortunately, most people don't know what to do because we see it time and time again, people doing the wrong thing.
Jason Ziegler admits he did the wrong thing when oil for his chicken wings caught fire. Jason says he grabbed the burning pot and tried to get it out the door.
When it flashed over and caught my arm and I dropped the pot, the skin actually started coming down. It looked like melted wax. I was burned here on my right arm and the right side of my face right here and onto my ear.
Jason spent 11 days in the hospital. We're about to show you the do's and don'ts of handling a kitchen fire.
We're placing 1 cup of oil in the pan.
All it takes is some heat, and that oil can ignite. Your first reaction may be to throw water on the fire, but that is the wrong thing to do.
Water, oil, don't
mix.
You're going to make a firebomb.
That's exactly what we're doing.
Watch what happens when we pour 1 cup of water
You guys ready?
into 1 cup of burning oil. The blast is so intense, it rips the curtains off the window.
What happens to the person standing there who just dumped that water?
That fire is coming right in that person's face.
Even using the wrong kind of fire extinguisher, like this water-based one, can be disastrous. The fire doubles in size.
Just going to pour ordinary water on the towel.
And using a wet dish towel is also a wrong move. Watch.
So I'm going to go ahead and throw this.
The towel just pushes the flames higher out the back. And if you think grabbing something like flour is a good option,
flour will tend to make the fire grow, as you see.
In a kitchen fire, here's what you should do. Grab the nearest lid.
Take the lid and slide the lid right over the burning pot.
Immediately turn off the stove and leave the pan alone. Here's what happens if you remove the lid too soon.
That could reignite very quickly. there it went.
If you don't have a lid handy, something like a cookie sheet will do. You can also use a fire extinguisher made for grease fires, like this easy-to-use spray can called Tundra.
You don't want to get it too close because if you do, it will drive the cooking oil all over the wall, all over the stove.
Stay back 4 to 6 feet, aim at the base of the fire, and remember to turn the stove off when the fire is out.
What you do is you place one on each side.
And this little device called Stovetop Fire Stop is a fire extinguisher in a can.
So you just have a magnet here and you click
That's
it
all
into
you
place.
do. Click it into place and it's there all the time, ready to go.
Here's the device in action. When a stove fire reaches the fuse on the fire stop, fire suppressing powder comes raining down, and just like that, the fire is out. Quick action like this is crucial when it comes to a kitchen fire.
From the point you see a grease fire until the point it's too late, how much time do you have?
Once it's starting to burn, 30 seconds maybe, that's it.
We decided to let this fire on the stove burn. In just 1 minute, heavy black smoke was pushing down from the ceiling, and it took just 30 seconds more before the cabinets were on fire.
So a small grease fire turns into this.
Happens every day. You have to be prepared. You have to know what to do in the event of a fire.
Knowing how to put out a kitchen fire can certainly save your life and your home. Every home should have smoke detectors. They can warn others in the house if a cooking fire gets out of control.